Good morning, student. I, Dr. Sonia Jindal, Assistant Professor in School of Management, Maharaja Agarsen University, Baddi. Today we are presenting a topic, tax structure in India. Before going to start tax structure in India, first we introduce what is tax. What is tax? Tax represents the amount of money which we pay to the government. Means it is a income of the government, like tax, income tax which we pay to the government at predefined rates. Tax defined in very simple word, a government revenue or source of income. The money collected under the taxation system is put into the country development through several schemes, project, infrastructure. In Indian taxation system, there are two types of tax: direct tax, indirect tax. The indirect tax, which is we pay to the government at predefined rate with directly without any intermediator. When we call indirect tax which we pay to the government with the help of any intermediator. Now, like direct tax are one of type of tax as individual that are paid directly to the government, such as income tax, gift tax, capital gain tax. All this is called direct tax. Such as direct tax compute based on ability of the taxpayer to pay, which means higher their capability of paying, higher their taxes. Means direct tax, when we increase the income, the taxes also increase. When decrease the income, the taxes are also decrease. Type of direct tax is income tax, transfer tax, capital gain tax, gift tax. Now, income tax. Income tax first introduced in the 1860 by the James Wilson, whose finance member, in order to meet heavy expense or loss occurred by the Indian first freedom 1857. In 1857, in India first freedom. After that, there is loss and heavy expenses. To meet all these expenses and losses, James Wilson introduced taxation system. The taxation system which help in government increasing the revenue. The Income Tax Act 1961 is charging ruling of income tax in India. It provides heavy levy administration, collection, recovery of income tax. The government Indian brought a draft of ruling called Direct Tax Code, intent to replace the Income Tax 1961 or Wealth Tax 1957. The income tax commencement in the year of 1st April 1962. Now, income tax, which is called direct tax. Direct tax means which we pay to the government directly without any interference of intermediator. The term income tax refer to pay a type of tax that government imposed on the income generated by the businessman individual within their rule. By the law of taxpayer must file the income tax return annually to determine the tax obligation. Means income tax is a annual tax, central tax which we pay to the government. In income tax, there are 5 sources. First source is income from salary. Second source is income from house property. Third source is income from profit and loss. Fourth head is income from capital gain. Fifth head is income from other sources. Now, first head, income from salary. Like we earn income from salary, like salary including basic pay, house rent allowances, like employer give their employee car facility, medical facility, all these income including in income from salary. Now, income from house property, like individual give their house on rent. The earned income from rent including in income from house property. Like third is income from profit and gain from business and profession. The income earned from business as well as profession, these income including in income from business and profession. Now what is the difference between business and profession? Like if you are shopkeeper, these income including in business. If you are lawyer, if you are CA, you can earn fees, these including in income from profession. Fourth head is income from capital gain. The income from gain from sale or purchase of capital asset या long term asset, that income earned is income from capital gain. Income from capital gain divided into two parts, short term capital gain, long term capital gain. If you sell your property within 1 year, this called is short term capital gain. If you property sale after 1 year, this called is long term capital gain. Means capital gain are two parts, long term capital gain and short term capital gain. Last head is income from other sources. If your income not including above four head, like income from salary, income from house property, income from profit and loss, income from capital gain, last head is income from other sources, all remaining income including in income from other sources. Like you can go in the crorepati, you can win 1 crore rupees. These income include in income from house property. Means income from related to winning from lottery, gross word puzzles, all these income including in income from other sources. Like you have give loan to others, you earn a interest, these income also including in income from other sources. Like you have earn a dividend, these income also including in income from other sources. Now what is the advantages of direct tax? First, promotes equality. Direct tax promotes equality. Means if a person earn 12 lakh rupees and if a person B earn 6 lakh rupees, 6 lakhs pay less tax, or a person A which earn an income of 12 lakh, this pay more taxes. Means more income, more taxes, less income, less taxes. Since the direct tax are based ability of a pay and it promote equality among the payer and citizen. Every person is charged a different amount depending on how much they make. Promotes certainty. The good thing about the direct tax is they are determined and made final before they even paid. Means the direct tax is annual based tax paid to the central government, and certain there is predefined certain limits of direct tax. Now promote elasticity. Means elasticity, more income, more taxes, less income, less taxes. Promote time and save time and money both, because the government, the taxation system, whole taxation system is online media. With the help of these online media, the save both time and money, save operating cost, save time. Now what is the disadvantages of direct tax? Lack of popularity. Even in current time, only 50% people pay the direct tax. Means pay the income tax. Lack of popularity. Not every person paid direct tax, income tax. First, such as not very popular because the people have bear burden on such a taxes directly. Avoidance, because all the people, all the assessee who pay the tax make a burden on the income tax because this is paid directly to the government. Limited base liability. Direct tax does not reach all people. Reduce saving, because if your income is more, the direct tax is also more. If your income is low, the direct tax is also low. Now indirect tax. Direct tax means directly pay to the government without in the help of intermediator. But in the indirect tax, which we pay to the government with the help of any intermediator. Like we can go in the hotel to eating a food. You can pay the tax on the hotel. The hotel will pay the tax on the government. This is indirect. Like you can purchase a salt. You can pay that GST on the shopkeeper. The shopkeeper pay the GST manufacturer. Manufacturer pay the GST to government. This is called indirect tax, which you pay but with the help of any intermediator. Like indirect tax are basically tax that can passed on another entity or individual. They are usually imposed on a manufacturer, supplier, who then passed on the tax to the consumer. The most common example of indirect tax is GST. GST is a indirect tax. Now, what is GST? GST is a single indirect tax whole nation. The GST comes in India 1st July 2017. Before the 1st July 2017, there are multiple taxes in India like VAT, service tax, export tax, import tax. There are multiple taxes. But after the GST in the goods and service implement only one tax, that is called GST. And like you can purchase goods to any other country, you can pay the taxes, import taxes, export taxes, then you can pay state taxes, then you can pay central taxes. But after comes GST, the GST comes in India 1st July 2017. After the GST, you can pay only one taxes, that is called GST. Now, what is the advantages of GST? What is the advantages of indirect tax? The poor can also contribute, because if the poor people go to the shop and purchase the salt and the chips packet, they can also pay the tax. If the rich man go to the shopkeeper and go to purchase a salt and chips packet, they can also pay the GST. Means the direct tax pay everyone. Indirect tax pay everyone. The poor can also contribute. It is less economically stable population of the country. They are often exempted from the most direct taxes. However, with the indirect tax, the government can reach the poor section of the society as well. As if you can go to the direct tax, poor cannot contribute. Only those income, the rich man also contribute in the direct tax. But in the called indirect taxes, every person can contribute the taxes. Convenient. Indirect tax is usually charged in a small amount, is paid only while making purchase. When you can purchase any goods or service, you can pay the indirect tax. This is because the indirect tax is very easy to calculate. Now, broad base. Indirect tax is reach every person, but direct tax does not reach every person. Broad base. If you can purchase any goods and service, you can pay the indirect tax. That is by indirect tax is called broad base. Now, what is the disadvantages of indirect tax? Rise price unduly. Like if you can go in the hotel and eating a food, you can give the bill. In the bill, you can see that 18% GST in implement. Like your bill is 100 and after the GST, the bill is 118. Means rise the price unduly. Uneducate value. Uneducate value, there are no proper value. What is the price of food? Regressive. Regressive means poor and rich both are contribute. Not progressive in nature, this is regressive in nature. Now, what is the difference between direct tax and indirect tax? Direct tax, like income tax, paid directly to the government without the interference of intermediate. Indirect tax, which we pay but with the help of any intermediator. Now, direct tax is levied on the paid by the same person. Levy means assessee also levy and the pay by the assessee. But the tax is levied on one person and pay another person. Like you can go to purchase some goods and service, you can pay the taxes on supplier and the supplier pay the manufacturer. The manufacturer pay the government. This is passed one entity to another entity. Entire revenue goes to the central government. All the revenue of direct tax or income tax go to the central government. But indirect tax revenue source to central government as well as state government. The revenue of the indirect tax go to the central government as well as a state government. In GST, including both central goods and service tax and state goods and service tax, both are including in GST. Progressive in nature, direct tax are progressive in nature because direct tax, if your income is increased, the taxes is also increased. If your income is decreased, the taxes also decrease. Regressive in nature, indirect tax is regressive in nature because if your income is low or as well as high, both pay indirect taxes. Means indirect tax is regressive in nature. Now, direct tax, Central Board of Direct Tax is an important part of revenue. And in the indirect tax, Central Board of Indirect Tax and Custom is an important part of the Department of Revenue. Means in the Indian taxation system is divided into whole two parts: direct tax, indirect tax. Direct tax, which is we pay to the government, and indirect tax with the help of any intermediator. Direct tax like income tax and the indirect tax is GST. Thank you.